Please hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon for the future notification to watch more videos of latest fashions and trends. Thank you so much for your love and support. Start with this designing. I'd given the neckline markings. This is how we need to give the markings. With the gap of half an inch, we have to mark 2 lines like this, and on these lines I'd be using gold color zari thread to give the normal chain stitch. On both the lines I'd be giving the same normal chain stitch. Here I'd be elaborating step by step so that it will make your work easy to do, and this you can also try it on already stitched blouses following these instructions. And now on another line also I'll be giving the normal chain stitch. This is how the gap has to be maintained. And now I'll be using gold color chain ball lace of small size, applying the glue to stick just besides these lines of normal chain stitch. And now I'll be using red color circular kundans of small size to stick in between these gaps. Without leaving any gaps, we have to stick it, so just apply the glue dots like this. On these dots we have to stick these red color kundans. Use the contrasted color so that it will really elevate the neckline. So this is how the kundans has stuck on the glue dots, and now I'll be applying again glue dots, leaving the gap of minimal gap like this to stick green color kundans of circular shape, and I left a little gap in between which is of half an inch. From the normal chain stitch we have to maintain a little gap so that we have to give the stitch there. And now I'd be using gold color Zardosi string of small size, which I am cutting of this much size, little, very little size. Hold all the strings together and give the cut. This is how it looks. In between these kundans I'll be giving the stitch with the joining of these Zardosi strings, and here I'll be using cotton silk thread and 9 number hemming needle for the stitching. So in between these gaps we have to insert the Zardosi string and we have to give the stitch. Also I'd be giving the stitch on the chain ball lace as it's completely dried. Now I'd be showing the joining of the Zardosi string on these green color kundans. In this U shape we have to give the stitch first, coming back in the same way. Again we have to stitch in the U shape so that all the kundans will be framed with these Zardosi strings to give the nicer look on the neckline. In this way, U form we have to give the stitch first till the end of the neckline. Again here I'd be coming back in the same way in the shape of U only, so that the other side will also be covered with these Zardosi string stitching. In the centers we have to give the overlap stitch so that it will not come up and it will be in place, giving the nicer look. And now I'll be using gold zari thread of 2 strands and giving the load stitch here to fill in this gap. From the normal chain stitch to the end of this Zardosi string we have to completely give the load stitch like this. Here I'll be giving with the 2 strands, but if you want the more volume you can also try with 4 strands or 6 strands, which will give really heavy look, also gives an elegant look. Without leaving the gaps, we have to give this load stitch to complete the neckline. Now I'll be extending this neckline further with the beads work. In the center I'll be joining these sugar beads firstly like this. So completely in the centers we have to join with the sugar beads. or else you can also use pearls or any type of color beads, which will really gives nice look. Now I'll be extending this design further with inserting 4 beads in the center like this, followed with the Zardosi string, that means overlapping and giving the shape of something like this, oval shape. Inserting needle in the same hole like this, hold it firmly, and at the end of this tip I'd give the invisible stitch so that it will not come up and give the shape of an oval shape like this. Next to this, I would be inserting golden bead with the sugar bead. So this way the cycle will be done on the complete neckline, and you can clearly see here I would be inserting golden bead with the sugar bead, and next to this again 4 sugar beads with the Zardosi string. This is how on the complete neckline we have to give the design. And I'm done with this beautiful designer neckline. The final look out would look like this. See how beautifully it's been elaborated with the kundan zari work as well as with the Zardosi strings, giving rich and elegant look, isn't it? You can try it easily at home. Hope sharing of this idea is useful to you all. If you like it, please hit the like icon to support my efforts. Also do share this video in your community or circles, may be useful to others. Thank you so much for watching, friends. Meet you all with another interesting video. Subscribe to Amazing Women's World channel. Stay tuned to watch more videos of latest fashions and trends. Please do also hit the bell icon to receive future notifications.